Here's the new narrative. This is what we get. We got this from The Guardian. U.S. could be under right-wing dictator by 2030. Canadian professor warns. Canadian political scientist warns an op-ed of Trumpist threat to American democracy and possible effect on northern neighbor. I love how they're like, right-wing dictatorship is coming, and they show a picture of Trump. I got to be honest, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not entirely convinced Donald Trump will even be alive in 2030.
Who knows?
8 years from now, he'll be in his late 80s, mid to late 80s. Okay. I mean, that's well above average life expectancy for the average American adult male. But maybe, I got to be honest, Trump is pretty spry. So he could be, but under a right-wing dictator. See, I'll tell you what they're doing. They're just trying to generate fear, to scare the left, to get them to rally around something. But I tell you, a mannequin will not be Trump. Donald Trump is that big imposing figure the left cowered and feared. And now they're like, but look at this invisible specter of right-wing Trumpism. And it's like, yo, I don't know what that is. I don't see anything there. It's hollow. Your argument is trash.
I mean, they'll have to portray whoever comes next as worse than Trump, right? Because it's like you have a television series and they're like, oh, the next season's nowhere near as exciting. You know, it's going to be boring actually. Like no one's going to watch it, right? They're using the same principles as entertainment or infotainment. Which, you know, I think it's not even a choice between whether they really believe this or they don't. I think a really good propagandist believes what they're saying, right? Like I think a lot of people on the left have convinced themselves that democracy is like 5 seconds away from, disappearing. That allows them to project that same image to the rest of the planet, I think.
Okay, you're correct. They're going to have to say that whoever comes next is worse than Trump. The problem is, take a look at this article from The Independent. Trump's denial of climate change represents worse threat to humanity than Hitler, says activist Noam Chomsky. Look at this dude, man.
Whoa.
Yikes. Bro. Noam Chomsky has that famous video where it's like in the 70s and he's defending free speech, even for those you disagree with. Now he's become this disheveled old crackpot.
Communist.
But here's my main point. If they're now saying in more ways than one that Trump is worse than Hitler, here's an article from Newsweek. A woman tweeted Hitler was better than Trump and Twitter won't say whether she broke its rules. If they actually believe that, then what do they say about the next guy? Like he's the Antichrist or something?
Did you guys watch this Netflix movie, Don't Look Up?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I liked it.
Well, okay, yeah, I thought it was a fun movie in terms of it being watchable, and actually, someone I had worked with in the past, David Sirota, helped co-write it. So I'm not trying to be mean about it, but one of the things the movie really gets wrong is that so the plot of the movie, for those who haven't seen it, is that a comet is heading towards the Earth. It's going to be there in 6 months, and the news media and politicians.
Spoiler alerts. Just in case.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's still a new movie.
All right, I'll do mild spoilers. I won't give anything too much away. But basically, the arc of the plot is that the media and the politicians don't take it seriously. Like they don't really care that a comet's going to head towards the Earth and destroy everybody. And I watched that and I just thought to myself, it doesn't have any bearing on reality because if there was a comet heading towards the Earth, I think CNN would have a comet hologram. I think they would have 25
Comet watch.
They would have 25 intersectional takes on the comet every day, what the comet is going to do to women and minorities. The media in this country is driven by fear. It's not always fear of stuff you really should be all that scared of, I would say, but they understand that fear sells, that fear gets clicks, and there's absolutely no way that they will pass up the challenge of an actual world-ending disaster.
Right.
Which, by the way, climate change is bad in many ways, but it's not actually a world-ending disaster. The planet will still exist, the ecosystem will still exist, humans will still exist. It'll change. A comet would end life on Earth.